As usual, I'm setting up this stream. I'm going to be streaming Chrono Trigger in about 15 minutes. Today's pre-game show is Donkey Kong Country. So, if you're watching this later, I'm opening up a can of pop. I'm going to drop some links. Give me a minute here. Pre-game show is Donkey Kong Country. Crap, got to me. So, alright. Send out a link or two. Chrono Trigger stream in 15 minutes. Pre-game starting now. Alright. Let's see here if I can... My insane controls. I can't. Why is nothing working? It's got a very specific buttons you have to press to start the game. Where's the run button? Does it have a run button? Yeah, I do not remember anything about this game. Alright, that's clearly jump. Seems to be roll. None of these make me run faster. I guess it doesn't have a run button. Evening, Beluga. Man, I cannot remember anything about this game. Specifically the controls. Apparently that's a swap character button right there. What did I even press? Okay, so that's swap characters. Alright. Okay, that's an enemy. Alright. Alright, I'm getting it. No. I'm not getting it. I love all the sound effects in this entire game, man. It's a really well-made game in that regard. Hey! Don't you suddenly forget how to jump? Sweet, I got Kong. Apparently this gives me an extra life. Man, does that not make you run fast? You know what? It's not really. I just woke up. I set the alarm for like 5 minutes before the stream began, and I went to bed like not entirely too long after I got home. Been asleep ever since, and it doesn't feel like enough. Wait, what? I bounced off him and fall down there? I am tired, man. Alright, got the bomb. Shoot that guy with the bomb. Alright. This is one of those games I never owned, and I played a lot at a friend's house, which does not translate very closely to knowing what I'm doing. Like, I'm slowly getting the controls, but I couldn't even remember this, and this is the second level. All those really dark, and I hope it's intended that way, because, to be honest, it's not particularly good looking right now. I remember this game being, like, pretty decent sprite work, but, man, this is washed out. I'm going on that, man. Son of a... What is with these invincible rolly guys? Also, this is actually really painful controller setup. Like I've got here. Do I have to hold this damn button? Oh god! Do I have to hold this button on the whole time? Guess I do. My arm is already starting to ache just by... Fuck! Get away! Like I'm holding down. I got the SNES buttons as the number pad, and I've got them mapped in like a triangle. So 4 is the button I have to hold down to run, and I have to press the what is it? Damn it! I can't look at the controls and control the character at the same time. Well, 2 is the button I have to press to jump. So you wouldn't think that hurts, but after a few minutes of doing it. Screw that guy. Evening, Crim. Snack. Oh, it's a snack. Face. If anyone's got good Super Nintendo era memories and has recommendation for pre-game show games, I'll take them. I'm kind of just, to be honest, I kind of Google Super Nintendo games and then just pick one that looks like fun at the moment. Grab it. Whoa! Not mean to do that, actually. Okay. What the? How did he already get in this barrel? Like he died and then I ran away and he was here. I guess I shouldn't question the magic of monkey barrels, but still. Why would you ever play Smash Brothers Melee with only a mouse? If I fall, I'm gonna die. Not sure if worth it. Evening, Alex. Whoa. I remember there being a point to those golden animal things, like, if I get 3 of them, does it, like, summon the animal or something? I don't remember. Maybe just give me other life. Super ambient Donkey Kong Country underwater music. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Oh, that's right, yeah. I swim around and get a bunch of... I don't remember. I ain't going down there. You're not the boss of me. Maybe it's a secret. Okay, it is the boss of me. Ooh. Autopilot fish. Hey, fish. Face. I sense there's something over here. Clearly my Donkey Kong Country senses are crap. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the super ambient music, to be honest. Like, it's highly praised because everyone likes it, but is it really all that thematically appropriate? Another fish. That's awkward. Leave it to die. Ah, God! Get on the... Get... that these animals are definitely not unique. Like, I don't know if they have names or something, but, uh-oh, missed something. But, if there could be two of them in the same place at the same time, then, then obviously they, more than one big swordfish dude exists. So it's not like I'm riding Bob the swordfish every time, unless he's got a Fred the swordfish brother. Probably got time for one more level. Actually, I might just do the boss in this. Oh, God! I might just do the boss in this because I'm so close, even though it'll take me a little bit over time. What the? Where'd it go? Wow, okay. Got wrecked pretty hard right there. Good evening, Noble. Glad you could join us. I'm probably gonna do the... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the boss in this, unless I just... What the... Okay, unless I lose all of my lives to that frickin' guy, I'll probably do the boss, because I think it's, like, the next level here. However, losing all of my boss levels to that frickin' guy is something that's really on the table. What the... Okay, alright. Huh? Ah, timed barrels. Base! We can do this. Come on. Jumpy dudes. Don't care. Don't even care what secrets I'm missing. Must beat level. Oh, God. So the barrel's right there. If I immediately lose a character, will that barrel start... I got him anyways. Will that barrel start screaming that my character's inside, even though he literally dies on screen? Is that how the barrel monkey magic works? What the hell? Why is this guy over here? Alright. I'm making it, am I? No, keep it together. Intense Donkey Kong action! Oh God! The bees! It's not my fault! Oh God! Oh crap! No! Even the game acknowledges this is crap. Everyone immediately get my second character. I always did think this whole lose a life if you have a barrel mechanic was weird, especially since Diddy and Donkey more or less control the same. I remember they made a bunch of sequels, or at least 2 sequels. I remember there being at least 1 sequel. Wow, I kind of backpedaled on that one. No, there were at least 2 sequels. There was one with the monkey girl with the long hair, and then there was one where they removed Donkey and Diddy completely, and there was the girl with the monkey long hair, and the really, really big dumb guy that somehow wasn't Donkey Kong. And that's kind of when it ceased to be any fun. But the level design I think was still pretty tight. Anyway, damn it, I did the same thing last time too. I remember they made it so the characters control a little bit different. Like, I think the ponytail girl could fly or something. Maybe I'll try the Donkey Kong Country sequels if I'm still doing this long enough in the future. Man, the hit detection's really wonky. Like, I thought for sure that guy was gonna kill me. Focus on the barrel, not on the bee. No! Come on! I'm now way over time and I'm still not through this fucking level. Alright, you know what it is? It's time to fucking save state. As soon as I get to that point, I'm just gonna make a save state and I'm gonna do it as many times as it takes to get past that fucking bee so we can actually fight the boss. And then get on with the actual stream I said I was gonna stream tonight. I don't enjoy save scumming, but since I've got an audience and I am in a bit of a rush, then I think it's worth it to actually see the content I was hoping to see tonight. Save state. That was me making a save state, right? What the? Snapshot? Control? Okay, alright, whatever. Wait, what? I didn't mean to miss. I was just fucking with the save states. Oh, that's funny. I skipped one entirely. Alright. Nope. Oh god, these ones move so fast. Oh, I'm up on this tree. Oh, I'm not getting the G. I don't even care. Get the hell out of here. They have save points as their own specific place? Man, there was some weird design in this game. It's a fucking lot of bananas! I think I thought these were like trees or something when I played it, but no, they're big piles of bananas. Well, okay. Well, that sure was the first boss of that game. Man, that frickin' bee was harder than that guy. Okay. So, I'm gonna load up Trigger. Load game, Chrono Trigger. And I hope I made a save state. I did make a save state. Okay. So, brief recap for anyone that missed last stream. Our heroes went to the future, where we discovered that a gigantic parasitic being named Lavos is in the planet's core. In the year 1999, it will burst to the surface, rain destruction upon humanity, and unlike Farah, not get shot down, and that's the end of the world. Humanity will bitterly persist. We will see them in 2300, I believe, when we visit the future. They've retreated to kind of a pathetic state of sitting around in domes that were clearly made a long time in the past, sustained by their technology, but having no future, having no hope. It's not a great future. It's somehow even worse than a Trump presidency. So, we repaired a robot named, I named him Noble, I believe, and we went back to our original time period of 1000 AD to try to see if we could figure out what Lavos was doing in the past. We ended up on the wrong continent. We ended up on this place where the Mystics, which are a group of magic-using monsters, have set up their town. And they believe that a wizard named Magus has created Lavos and will use him to destroy humanity. So even though Magus loses the war against humanity, Lavos will get the last laugh in the end. So we're going to go through, in my opinion, one of the weaker parts of the game to try to get back to our home on a completely different continent. And what the heck? What's the button to get in this cave? Okay. And the reason I don't like this part of the game is because they introduce a new character in Robo, which I've named Noble, who does as much, if not more, damage than Chrono, in this playthrough. And then they immediately introduce the magic element, where you can cast magic as a tech and do tremendous damage. And And that was the only problem the girls had, that they weren't good at doing damage. As soon as you make them able to do damage through magic, they're immediately way better than Robo, because Robo is slow as hell, and unfortunately doesn't learn magic. So they introduced the magic character, or the anti-magic character, and then immediately used magic. So he has unfortunately no purpose in the game other than a couple scenarios. But if he's a fan favorite, then I'll bust him out every now and then for fun fees. Unfortunately, this is going to be a lot of the game right now, is me casting magic on enemies that are only weak to magic. In fact, I might turn up the battle speed, because this is really good. Evening, Zephyrs. Wasn't it the case you got Robo pretty early the first time you go to the future? About halfway through. You do a lame dungeon or two, and then you find Robo broken down, and you have to go to the factory. In story, you need to activate a power generator to get through a certain door. So that second half of the future, you have Chrono, Robo, and either of the two girls that you choose, and that's the Robo scenario. I in this case chose Zeph because having fire magic, he doesn't actually know magic yet, but he knows like this like I guess he has got a lighter or something, because he's still got a fire tech. But knowing that is more important than anything Marley knows at this point in the game. This is the third stream. The first stream was a tech demo where I just was screwing around with the controls and the streaming quality. I didn't make any progress in the game. In fact, I completely reset everything for the first real stream, which I did 2 weeks ago. And that stream was, naming characters, going to the past, and I did the trial. And the second stream was the future. I intentionally threw myself at Lavos, which is the final boss of the game, and you can fight him after you finish the future. I lost hard, and I saw the special you lose the game ending, which is pretty good. And I also did the Mystic Village, which basically consisted of beating up townsfolk that are like level 1 enemies. You kill them all in one hit, but the point is that they hate humans and they're willing to attack you. Frankly, I'm glad to have something to talk about during this period of the game, because there's not a whole lot to do other than cast magic on these enemies. I've played this game a few times now. A bit of an understatement. And, unfortunately, this is one of my least favorite parts of the game, because this dungeon kind of has no purpose other than to teach you that magic is really strong. And it is, in fact, really strong. We'll be using magic techs the rest of the game completely, in fact. Magic Scarf. That's gotta be better than something I've got on. What's the ribbon do? Strike +2. Right, that's her damage. That's not so good. And the Magic Scarf is magic +2, which is her magic damage, which is so good. So she gets the Magic Scarf. If I have one for Zeph, I might take off that sight scope. The sight scope is a difficult thing to replace because it lets you coordinate attacks on enemies pretty well. You can use your weaker attacks to finish people off. But at a certain point, the accessories get so powerful that you really can't justify keeping them. So are all you guys off for the holidays then? I think my situation's really weird and unique. I haven't worked between Christmas and New Year's in, like 5 or 6 years. At my previous job, the aircraft department just shut down. They completely shut down for maintenance. And I came in like for a couple hours sometimes that week, mostly just to fill like Firewatch quota. But most of the time I just had the 9 days off between Christmas and New Year's, like the 2 weekends and a whole week's worth. And before that job, I worked at 2 smaller companies, which were privately owned, and they just said forget it. The owners were like, I'm going home. We're shutting this place down. I don't want to deal with it. You should all go home too. And that wasn't a bad deal. In both of those cases, I didn't have to spend vacation. It wasn't a vacation shutdown. It was a paid salary shutdown. So even though I only got like 2 weeks of vacation, I got a third freebie week. That was a pretty good deal. Still recovering from the cold and feel a lot better tonight. Thus I drink beer. I would definitely be with you, man. I'm gonna pick something up. Probably my coconut Morgan rum tomorrow. It's super sad, but that's gonna be New Year's for me. I don't have anyone here. Saw the family last weekend, and I can't do a 2-day flipper vacation. Catalog companies have very little business around this time. In my experience, nobody has a lot of business around this time. And the sad fact of it is even if you want to be in production, it's hard to be, because sooner or later something will break, or you'll need to go out for a part, or you'll need calling a specialist from the outside, and whoever you usually call is probably on holiday. Like my factory's open for production this week, but we're not getting anything done because things keep breaking down and there's no one to talk to get it fixed. So, the things that should be fixed in hours are taking days. I think the entire point of being open during this period is just to say we're open during this period. Because, it's not off, so we're gonna do something, but, man, it's a waste of time. I thought there was another way to go here, but clearly there's not. So, okay, I'll go up here. I think I mentioned it before, but shelters in this game completely restore your HP and MP, and let you save the game, which is a little moot, because I'm using save states. But the game doesn't do, save bullshit. It doesn't put save states a long way away from some things that might kill you. They're usually in front of you. I don't remember this boss. So I'm just gonna attack him with magic, because everything in this game is weak to magic. It's the cave of stuff that's weak to magic. You've been sick this whole time? No. I had a cold for 24 hours. I'm not even sure I had a cold. I might have just been getting so little sleep that my body was emulating cold symptoms. Might want to turn the game sound down a bit, kind of overshadows the voice. Is anybody else having that problem? I tried to handle this the first stream. If that is the case, I can. Let me know, guys, and I will turn the game down a little bit more. If I may suggest, I'm thinking your voice sounds even with the game when there isn't music, but the music partially conflicts with your voice. I don't think I can control in-game volume, but here, let me go into my volume mixer and just turn the game itself down a little bit more. It's at 25, I'm going to turn it down to, let's say, 15. That's pretty quiet. Go away. Alright. So, let me know if this is any better. Man, it's really quiet on my end, I can barely hear it. This guy's in a weird counterattack mode. Percentage. I had the game at 25%, now I've got it at 15%. Frankly, I can barely hear it at all. solve this just by adjusting my in-game volume. I know so little about streaming. I suppose it's picking up... Oh, God. It's picking up exactly what I put up. What the fuck?! That was just rude. Tangy indeed. Tangy's probably sulking and refusing to come to the stream because of awkward comments beforehand, which would be completely in character. These tonics are super cheap. So I'll just spend a couple to heal up, it doesn't really matter. I can buy them in town, I think, when this battle ends. Man, that does a ton of damage. I've also got the active system on. Like, when I'm going through menus trying to choose items and stuff, everybody's bars keep filling up, which means the enemies will attack when they're ready. They don't have to deal with menus. As soon as their, like, invisible bar is full, they will immediately attack. So, this mode is, it's basically a hard mode. Like, the enemy gets slightly more attacks and you get slightly less. That's what the system comes down to. Oh crap, he looks like he's in counterattack mode. Ah! Kill him before he can counterattack. Get wrecked. Please level up. Oh crap, I should have been referencing that. It said something like, if only the great Magus who brought forth Lavos 400 years ago hadn't failed, or something like that. The world would have belonged to us mystics. Grrr. Zeph, in the Middle Ages, Magus created Lavos, the destroyer of this planet's future. If we go to the Middle Ages and take out Magus, can we change history? We could use the gate in the fairgrounds. The people of Mystic Village were saying the same thing, but just in case you rush through the town, the boss makes it super clear that all the mystics believe that Magus created Lavos. Like, completely. And so even though he lost the war, that his great creation will eventually get revenge. Oh, I don't think I visited Zeph's house. I could have gone here at the very beginning of the game, because the beginning of the game is open. But, you know, Zeph's the mad scientist, and he clearly needs to clean up a little bit. Nice looking kitchen, though. And here's Zeph's mother, Lara. Zeph and Tabin only care about their silly toys. Here's what we earned today. You're so thoughtful. So in case it's not obvious here, Zeph and Zeph's father are both like mad scientists. And Zeph's mother she's not just sitting there because it's a good spot. She has her legs broken. Oh, you're just in time! I'm Tabin. It's my finest work. It's the ultimate defense for my daughter. Hey, Zeph. I'd like to see more of her. I've been making items she'd like. You can bring Luca here and get these slightly good items. Speed 2 plus 2 fire guard up and stronger defense. That's actually pretty good. Anyway, Zeph's mother has her legs broken, and it was broken in a science-involved event, and she's pretty bitter about it. She spent the last God only knows how many years being bitter about it. I forgot I did do the fair thing to get the second cat. Sai! Sai, you had me so worried. I heard you were going to be executed, dear. Oh, that is a thing that happened. Stop scaring me like that. Back to normal. She's not, she's only vaguely upset. I'm actually doing this for the free healing after the boss, but I do get to do the stroll downstairs after sleeping in clearly one bed in this entire house with two pretty good-looking gals. Let's see. And I kind of skipped over the town in the beginning, but, I mean, all these people they're all excited about the fair. one place I want to go, the market, that's right. I don't know, you probably don't remember, but this poor bastard was in the jails. Like, they had him locked into a guillotine, and they were gonna eventually, I guess, cut the cord and send the thing down and kill him, but they never got around to it, so he was just hanging there, like, suspended by his neck, and, waiting for someone to kill him for hours. It's a hell of a justice system. Anyway, I rescued him, and he's pretty happy about that. Man, what was I up a creek? I went on a flying ship and ended up getting jailed with a bunch of thieves. The officials plan to execute me without a trial. What's gotten into them? We're forever in your debt. Thank you again. Oh, my dad never hears about this. And many others. Oh, hey! Dad! Working hard or hardly working, am I right? But of course, right? Yes. Gotta work on this family stutter. It seems to be a real problem. Well, alright. Sorry, I am in your debt. I'm not going to pay my debt, but I'm in it. So sell off all this random crap that I had to sell off in the future. And I will buy none of this, because it's not even that good. Apparently I already have a red guitar. It's the best item in the game. Alright, so I mean, I have more money than I know what to do with right now, so I'll just buy a bunch of those. Okay, so, for the longest time, I can go up to the castle, but they'll immediately try to arrest me, which basically just means I can't go in the castle. They do a surprisingly poor attempt to, seek retribution for that whole escaping prison and blowing up their tank thing. Oh man, I'm still getting the early game dialogue when Mara was in my party and, you can talk to a bunch of NPCs. So anyway, I don't really need to do anything here. Because, don't mind me, there's just a hole in time space here. It's where the game began, it's where it came out of, it's still here. And now the gates don't directly connect with each other, but the ones that are, like, across the way connect. So this one will take me back to Lillian Square, and the one over here will take me back to Truce Canyon. And these weren't open before, only these three were open. This is the future one, and this is the far past, which I could visit, but it's kind of a grinding thing right now. There's no quest there, so even though I could go there, I'm not going to. I think the first time I played this game, I was super confused, and I thought, like, oh, we have to find Lavos. Let's start in the past. Can anyone see this rip in space-time? I guess. We have a device that can open it, but it's not like it lets us see it, so apparently this thing's just chilling here. Evening there, Hatster. I hope it's, coming through on your phone this time better than last. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure you have to fight this guy, like, every frickin' time you use this gate. Even Zeph can do 100 damage. I think that was a crit, though. Okay, so we're back in the past, and just in case anyone's not really keeping up with the Chrono Trigger, history, this is the past where they're fighting tooth and nail against Magus, the wizard. We know historically that they win, because there is a Guardia 400 years later, and there isn't a Magus, but we don't know the details of the conflict. At the moment, I'm just looking for what's going on in the past. This bridge was actually destroyed last time. I went here, and it was basically just a hole in the ground. Our rations have run out. Have supplies from Guardia Castle arrived yet? Food supplies have run out! We can't defeat Marcus's army by ourselves! Our only hope is a hero! What hero? Forming a protective ring around the hero, the best knights of the kingdom kicked off the offensive. What hero? Magus' knights and armed Magus' troops are locked in battle at the center of the bridge. May we emerge victorious. The worst thing I remember about Chrono was all the battles it forced you to do. I mean, it's an RPG. Doing battles is a pretty common thing. It doesn't have random battles, though, so that's nice. I almost completed the bell when the Magus' army wounded our king. I lost the will to work. This bell ring and I do in peace. Alright, so the king apparently was in combat. He's one of those battle kings. So let's trudge through the forest and see how old Kingerific III is doing. You can get that shelter every time you enter the forest. And see, there's like 4 or 5 battles in the forest, and I skipped them all. So, you don't need repels. Halt! Who goes there? Oh, it's you again. They remember me because I was with Frog, who I think is Bloog in this playthrough, and we did a service to the past, and they think we're pretty cool, dude. And this is the real Chancellor, the fake Chancellor, who was a monster head and kidnapped. Sir Sai, the legendary hero has finally appeared! He just arrived a moment ago to meet the king! The king was injured and is recuperating in bed. Alright, let's see how the king's doing. The king fought bravely against Magus' troops. Had he not heard of the arrival of the hero, he might have fought to the death. You know, the kingdom's not doing so good. If the king is willing to fight to the death. Hey, he's got like a military haircut. Look at that triangle buzz. Badass king. Oh, Sai, I've let down my kingdom. Since we cannot locate Cyrus, our sole hope rests on the boy who has the hero medal. He searches the southern continent for a sword that can defeat Magus. At this rate, Queen Lean will also succumb. Cyrus must have sent the boy to us. So last time I was here, I heard a little bit about Cyrus. We didn't see him because apparently he's been gone for some time, but he is some sort of super legendary knight. He's the leader of the knights and a talented warrior. And we don't know where he's gone. He's vanished completely. And now we're starting to hear about the hero and the hero medal. But we're also going to see if we can get some food. What is with this guy? What? My brother? He's... Oh, that's right. The first time I was here, I saw a little cutscene where the chef and the knights are fighting. Like, not literally, they're quarreling. I guess they're related. That's what you get for thinking you're the only ones fighting for your country. Hey! Stop bickering! Grow up! Don't be a bitch! Pipe down! What do you know? Hey, come on now! Alright, so... I'm gonna take your ether and just go. Maybe... What is ether, anyway? Let's hope people can eat it. That's all I got out of that kitchen. Wait! Take this with you. Got a jerky! And this is for you guys. Take it, will ya? Got a power tab. And tell that fool, he'd better come back alive. Oh, it's heartwarming. The family's quarreling, but they're still not willing to let them die on the battlefield. So what's the jerky? It doesn't have a description. I assume it's 1 piece of beef jerky, for some reason, which is going to feed the kingdom. I mean, I like that stuff a lot, but I'm not sure it's that good. It's basically like bacon, it's harder. I should make some bacon. Maybe I should just stop streaming and make some bacon. That sounds like a pretty good idea right now. No, I'll be okay. I'll hold out. Anyway. Okay, so we've got, with 1 piece of bacon. Ooh, this place isn't looking so good. Sir Sai, is that for us? What this 1 piece of jerky? Sure. Food rations! The cook, he saved us all! It's so silly. Sir Sai, if I do not bring it back, give my brother my thanks. Tear it up here. What is going on here? Ooh, the battle theme begins. Sir Magus' troops have launched an attack. They're breaking through our defenses. Stop sniveling. It shames the knight of the square table. We shall destroy Magus' troops and bring honor to our king. But we are far outnumbered. This is our last line of defense. We must let no one get through. Understood. Our troops are suffering greatly. Sir Sai, will you assist us? Yep. We are eternally in your debt. You'll find Magus' troops across the bridge. Take this with you. Got a gold helm. Apparently he just gave me his helmet, even though he's clearly still wearing it. Despite being a vastly softer metal, it is weirdly higher defense. The king is wounded, but let's let the guy the king only met once into his bedroom where he might be dying. Sir Sai is a good character. This is a strangely open kingdom, which is, I think, you're supposed to contract the one in the present time where everyone's a bunch of jerks. Like, the one in the medieval times is pretty legit. Couldn't they destroy the bridge if they don't want people to cross? They did, actually. It was destroyed the first time we were here. But the southern continent is also our territory, so we don't want to abandon it completely. Also, these guys are terrifying. I'm Ozzy, Magus' top general. Those who dare defy Magus have to answer to me. Yes, my children, give them a taste of doom. Oh no, my sword did pathetic damage, which incidentally explains why we're losing this war. If only I had... Magic! Oh crap, I didn't mean to target Ozzy there. Actually, I don't think I've ever targeted Ozzy. What's it do? Not much. So this is... now, we know that... Wow, that's just rude, Ozzy. We know historically that Guardia wins this war. Ozzy needs help. But we don't... How did I do damage? Nah, whatever. Those whips are stronger than I thought. So we know that the kingdom wins this war without our intervention, which makes it wonder how this battle goes down with Chrono's not here. Because we've only marginally affected the timeline. Like, we substituted Marl for the queen, but then we found the real queen, so the time didn't really change much. The only thing that really changed is that these things were froze. So this battle would have happened in the past anyway. It's not clear how they would have won, given that they can't use magic. The game is very clear on the fact that humans of this era cannot use magic. And yet, these guys are basically... I mean, I guess I could kill them with enough hits, but I'm pretty sure they would kill me first, if I'm only going to be doing like 5 or 10 damage to a guy that has 100 life. That's like, 10 or more hits per guy, and they do pretty good damage. But I think the Chrono Trigger is kind of subtle, like, you affect the time periods in ways that kind of start to snowball out of control. My levels. Drat. Oh, right. If I want to heal now, it's a good time. My god! A ton more damage with this whole time thing off. Alright. That's it! Now you're finished! Don't mess with Sai, or you'll be sorry! I got a cheerleader now! Go, Zombor! Which I just created out of nothing, literally right now. But I've already named him. Crush Magus' enemies. I don't remember this. Like, different parts are weak to different stuff, I think. I don't know, I haven't played it forever. Okay, the top is weak to anti-power. And the sword does pretty good damage. So I'm gonna anti-pose the top. The magic system, like as far as elements go, is weirdly simplistic in this game. There's exactly 4 elements. Lightning, water, and fire, which I have in my party, and then shadow. And shadow, oddly enough, is defined as the combination of 2 or more elements. So, the antipode is like a fire-ice attack, which mysteriously does shadow damage. Because that's what happens when you combine any 2 elements in this game, you get shadow damage. I would have thought it would have done like both fire and ice, and if anything was strong or weak to that, it would have... I don't know. Anyway, it clearly doesn't. Wow, they stole my MP and took it to the grave. So I know lightning hurts this, because I did it. I'm getting attacked by a bunch of legs here. This is kind of awkward. What's it gonna do? Run me over? I mean, I guess it's gonna try. Alright, so taking this cavity and that's what happens when zombies die. They take your MP. Okay, fire does good damage. Was that even an attack? How is it growling? Like, by what mouth? I guess it's got a little skull there between the legs. Like, I see the 2 little red eyes, so... I mean, it's made of random bones anyway. I guess it doesn't really need a proper body configuration. We're talking about bones that have been forced to walk around through sheer magic. Oh, yeah. Heroic music. We've won the Battle of Zenon Bridge, which they must have won anyway. Thanks to Sir Sai, we held the bridge, but unless we defeat Magus, this is an empty victory. We held the Zenon Bridge with Sir Sai's help. You know, I don't really remember it going quite like that, dude. I kind of remember you crying like a bitch and me fighting the entire army by myself. But hey, I mean, it's not like you're gonna write the history books or anything. And this is where the game gets kind of weird, because this town is just kind of chilling here. Like, Magus' army is occupying this entire southern continent, but these guys don't really seem to care. Clear your conscience, the end of the world is coming. Okay, they care a little. Many people go to the inn. If you seek someone, ask there. By the way, energy worlds will dissipate if you use your slash attack. There's balance in nature. Okay, dude. Little too many to drink. Max is trying to bring forth an immense evil. If it succeeds, there will be nowhere to run. We'll all perish. That's why I'm living it up now. Wow. I mean, the parallels between this and the Trump thing is actually kind of startling. Anyway, want to hear my tale? I guess. Goblins with huge hammers roam the Denadoro Mountains to the east, but burn their weapons and their pusha cats. Wow, he just called them a bunch of pussies. Did you know they say the mythical Masamune lives deep within the Denadoro Mountains? But it's guarded by terrible beasts. Terrible, just terrible. Are Magus' armies really closing in? You wouldn't know they're closing in. There's literally nothing in this whole town. Well, the mythical heroes appeared, so we'll be alright. I'll be fine. Hello there, this is the R&R Hotel. It'll cost you 15G. Well, I gotta heal up anyway. Well, we kicked out the other people that were in this room. Also, you get to see the Luca Zeph there has purple hair. She's wearing this like military helmet, but she's got like Dragon Ball Z-esque purple hair, you know, bowl under that. So we keep hearing about the hero. I don't know. I gotta find the hero. Mom said I can't play outside because of the monsters. I'm so bored. It's locked. Is it true the king was injured? What's gonna happen to us in our country? Hey, is that the Naga-et bromide you got there? Yeah, I got this weird item in a dungeon. Whatever, I don't even know what a bromide is, but whatever a Naga-et bromide is, I sure picked it up, and then a bunch of dudes attacked me. So this is literally the one guy that wants it. I could not give it to him, but there's not much point. It doesn't even appear in my inventory. So, yeah, let's trade. Really? You mean it? Yahoo! Just hold your horses and I'll get back in a jiffy! I mean, you could have given me what's in this chest instead of making me go over there, but okay, dude. I'll be taking this. Don't tell Granny, my very own Naga-Ed pet. Naga-Eds are these, like, snake women that are attacked. And I guess this is, like, a little one? I don't know if this is some sort of crude Japanese joke. It just did not translate well at all. Arcane vegetables, monsters, cat magic. I always found that completely random, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. When in doubt, give everything aside. Alright, so anyway, in the Elder's house. Crap, I missed something. Hey, no problem, because I'm like the mythical explorer. Good match, Chief. I'm waiting for good news. But that's settled to grab a bite before I go. Is the hero a wimp? I don't know. We haven't found him. Everyone seems to have a lot of faith in him. We only made it across the bridge. The hero has come! He's strong and he's gonna trash those monsters! People seem to think he's gonna be okay. We can use the rainbow shell to make some reflective armor. It'll be strong against magic! That guy's a little flaky. Is it a mistake to trust him? Only the ancient sword Masamune can defeat him. Magus, presumably. And only the hero can wield it. The chief of Sanadorino village lives here. Are you foreigners? Did you flee from Magus's troops? There's literally no troops. There's no army. There's nothing. There's no sign of occupation. The town's in good condition. Anyway, that explorer said he'd come to the bar, and sure enough, he's here. Hey, how have you been? You pay my tab, and I'll let you in on some stuff. Sure. Thanks a bunch. Hey, one more, please. Some creepy, dangerous frogs have taken over the southern woods. Okay. So here's the mountain. We heard that the sword Masamune is up here, but we're still investigating rumors of this alleged hero. Hey, Fiona. My husband Marco hasn't returned from the war. But those woods mean a lot to us, so I'll guard them until he returns. However, you're not guarding these chests. Thanks for the mid-aethers, sucker. Well, in Japan, bromide or promide refers to the category of commercial photographic portraits of celebrities, including geishas, singers, actors, and actresses of both stage and film, and sports stars. It didn't sound like a picture, though. He referred to it as a pet. Like it was alive. I don't know, man. It's weird. This inn is just a sleepy place. This market. Don't overdo it. I'm gonna put on this armor and fight that stupid Magus. Wrecked! Yeah, it's heavy. Power tab. You should have picked up this power tab, dude. Then you'd be a lot stronger. He's a creepy old dude. I get he's a creepy old dude. It's just I don't understand what the item is. Let's buy 3 gold suits. I'm not gonna equip Robo. We'll give our girls some French berets. Again, gold is a notoriously soft metal. It has some extremely interesting electrical and chemical properties. Like gold-plated stuff is a fantastic conductor, but it doesn't make good armor. It would also be weirdly heavy, and not to mention, of course, extremely expensive. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know if it's heavier than, like, iron. It might not be, so I guess it might have that going for it. Maybe he's a furry. Evening, Tango. Maybe the translators thought changing waifu poster to pet was the best thought. That's possible. I like this version because it's the one I grew up with, but the translation is notoriously inaccurate. I think it's charming, but it's, you know, son of a submariner, you know, you spoony bard kind of charming. in the sense that the translator just clearly made stuff up that isn't in the real script. Strange monster came by the other day, mumbling about Queen Lean and the Masamune. That sure were an ugly frog, hardy har. What the hell was that accent? That sure. I think he's making fun of you southerners. He's probably referring to the frog swordsman, Blue, who's a cool dude. I can't believe the legendary hero is that naughty runt, Tata. Have you heard about the magic cave, the one east of Denarado Mountains? I saw a rock wall there pop open and a gaggle of ghouls just walked in. Best to leave Magus and his cronies alone. Hey, you again. How about buying me a soda? Not a beer, because a Super Nintendo era. I tracked down the rainbow shell the chief wanted. It's on some small island. Only thing is, I don't know which island. And the money he gave me is gone. What should I do? This whole rainbow shell thing is a super late game quest. And we're gonna completely forget about that Toma guy by the time we get there. So Tata's the hero. Some kid. My son's a legendary hero. It must have been all that oatmeal. And to think I'm his father. I'm so proud. My grandson's a brave hero. It's from my side of the family. I forgot, was the Masamune the good sword or the evil sword or the good sword? This is Chrono Trigger. There is no evil sword. Without getting too much into it, things get kind of strange and cross, and the Masamune becomes an evil sword. I don't want to explain why, because although it's contrived, it is kind of within the plot of Trigger, how it happens. Suffice to say, in Trigger, the Masamune is a very powerful, very good blade. And don't worry, we're gonna get knee deep into Masamune crap by the time we're done. But for now, let's try to scale the mountain. We heard that the hero's here, and the sword. I don't remember if I talked to the NPC that said it, but at some point someone says that the hero is climbing this mountain to try to claim the sword Masamune. So, Masamune is a powerful weapon that can defeat Magus, so the rumor goes, and we're going to try to meet up with this hero and see what's up with that. Oh god, dang, he's charmed! Look at that shit-eating grin! Wow, tried to melee the bird, I guess? Man, oatmeal sounds pretty good, too. I think I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten dinner. I came home, went to bed, woke up, started streaming. I'm not gonna eat dinner till like 10 or 10:30 tonight. It's okay. So this is kind of a long dungeon, but it's much better than that, Arg! I guess that was the hero. Being chased by this goblin. Wow, it's much toughness. But this is a terrible place. You better run away while you can. So, yeah. I remember one of the villagers said this, that these goblins actually do a lot of damage when you have their hammers, but if you attack them with fire, they lose their hammer, and they lose a lot of their defenses and their attack power. So that's this is one of the things I like about Chrono Trigger, how some attacks, like, change the battle completely like that. Okay, so the legendary hero is just some kid who doesn't seem particularly legendary or heroic. Nevertheless, the sword Masamune should be on this mountain, so hero or not... What is this? You know what? That's, do your thing, man. Okay. So anyway, legendary hero or not, we're gonna try to find the sword and see if we can figure out what's up with the legend. I'm starting to think there's some kind of Bioshock Infinite level of crazy within fantasy stories, where there's always a sword and there's always a young hero. I don't know if you've picked up on it yet, but Chrono Trigger is like a semi-deconstruction of a lot of different tropes. Like, each of the different time periods represents a different, common fantasy historical, not historical, but just a common like a scenario that you see in these kind of games. Like the medieval one represents the magic war with the wizards and the combat. The future is like, you know, your post-apocalyptic, you know, like your Fallout kind of thing. And so if it seems like derivative, I think that's on purpose. Like they picked scenarios they knew people would kind of inherently understand, which makes it so they don't have to over-explain them. The funny thing I find about Chrono Trigger is that, you know, it's time traveling done right, but if you get up past that, there aren't a whole lot of incredibly new ideas here. It's just a matter of doing those ideas really well. Man, this frickin' guy. Can I take him down without burning his hammer? Probably not. Actually, come to think of it, Luca's optional at this point in the game. Like, I could have a party of Sai, Tengi, Noble, and then I wouldn't have fire damage, and I guess these guys would just be a huge bitch. But since that guy said that, one of the townsfolk said that monsters on this mountain can have their weapons burned, then I guess that's the one clue you get that you're supposed to bring along a fire character. For players that didn't talk to that particular guy or didn't understand the significance of it, I guess they just have a pretty bad time here. That's kind of how these old school RPGs were, you know. The reward for exploring is not to get punked by something really powerful. I mean, I've played Chrono Trigger, God, for like the past 20 years, so I'm not going to fall into too many of those traps, but the traps do exist. Oh, that's a counterattack. Since Sai can one-shot them, I should probably just let Sai one-shot them. Unfortunately, the girls are still exceedingly weak when not casting magic. Speaking of, you can use some techs out of battle. We can just have Tengi, you know, do Tengi-related things, then that heals people. Another gold helm. Did I buy those? What? Oh, I guess if I brought Robo along, I could equip him with a gold helm. How do I get that? Is there a way up there? Yeah, it's this way, okay. This guy's just... Oh, crap, I'm going backwards, aren't I? That's fine, I can one-shot. Wait, what? Ah, wrecked. I mean, it's like, well, that guy doesn't take a lot of damage, let's try other attacks, and eventually you'll figure it out. Yeah, it is like that. But the point I was trying to make isn't that you figure it out. The point I was trying to make is if you don't have Luca, you literally can't figure it out. Because she's the only source of fire damage. The one of two characters in the game that can do fire damage, and definitely the only one I have access to right now. Maybe I should play Chrono Cross after you finish this game. I feel like there's plenty to rediscover in that game since I played it a little over a decade ago. There is. I played Chrono Trigger last, God, like 6 or 7 years ago, but I played Chrono Cross only a couple years ago again. I got PlayStation emulation going, which is just fine, by the way. There's some, I don't remember what I used, but there's some really high quality emulators out there, so it shouldn't be a problem to just pick one up and get it running. In any event, you're right that there's a lot of parallels. Some of them are kind of bitter. Oh, it's one of those guys. I can see the hammer. Chrono Cross is, not your usual sequel. I'm not even talking about the story or something. It's the theme bothers me. Like, Chrono Trigger's theme is definitely optimism. It's definitely we can change things. And Chrono Cross has this weird fatalism going on. Like, it doesn't matter what we do, everything that's gonna happen happens for a reason. And I get that they wanted to have a different theme, but, it's a hard pillow to swallow after Trigger's, you know, bright colors. This guy's throwing rocks at me, what a douche. There's just piles of cash on this mountain. That's a good looking vista. Let's see if I can grab a drink here. Okay. Found 300G. I like it when I find 300G. What are these guys doing? It's like weeb bird ninjas. I could be using a lot of cool text and stuff. Like, unfortunately, there's only 3 party members, so limited number of double texts. Ah, come on. Let's. These guys are immune to fire. Oh, it did pretty good damage. With that, Tabin armor, Luca's really slow speed is less of a problem. Whoa! Oh, that's right, there's waterfalls and stuff you can jump down. I'm gonna save state here because I honestly don't remember which is the best way to do this. I'm suspecting that wasn't the best way to do this. So let me try the other way, just using save states to save me having to run around. Yeah, there we go. A silver stud. It's a weirdly named item. What is it? Oh, it's an accessory. MP use cut by 50%. Oh, that thing. This thing is badass. Let's see here. Even though I think Tangy's magic is better overall, but I'm having Zeph here cast a lot of fire. So I'm going to make that fire spell cost 1 instead of 2, which will stretch his MP out. And it means I can use it a lot more liberally in combat. Got a silver urng. What does silver urng do? Max hit points up by 25%. That's less good. That's just more to heal. I guess she has really low hit points, so I'll give it to her. Tangy do tangy-like things. It's only cost 1. I think what I found really thought-provoking was all the different people and seeing how they could have lived different lives and have different fates. Yeah, I mean that was the game. And there's a couple of the scenarios that they do really well, like these freaking guys. Like there was the pirate captain one, I think, was the best one, where in one world he's like a defeated man because he's sad over losing his mermaid girlfriend, I think it was, and so he becomes kind of a useless piece of crap. And in the other one, he's still a fierce warrior that's like fighting the good fight. I don't know, against ghosts or something. Chrono Cross's story is weird. I particularly like in Chrono Cross though, sometimes when you can take one person from one dimension, go through the portal and have them meet their other self. Usually one of them is sassy and talks shit about the other person. Like one of them's like, I'm so sad, and the other one's like, suck it up, I didn't give up, you piece of crap. What's this guy doing? Shut up, get lost. Rude. God, a manager. I mean, I realize it's doing it for the sillies, but I kind of wish I could ambush the one guy when he was alone. Man, this mountain was actually kind of long, isn't it? Birds from above. Can I just, like, cyclone them? I can just, like, cyclone them. What the? Whatever. Surprisingly accurate anti-aircraft fire from Tengi. Mountains are are nice. This is the life. Mountains are nice. Man, you're nosy. Here, take this. The moral of the story being, if you annoy people long enough, eventually they'll give you valuable items. Related to that note, I read a study, which I don't think is reputable, that said that the modern, like, kids that have grown up with these kind of video games, specifically MMOs that have their fetch quests, have unrealistic expectations about the real world. They think that if they basically do whatever people want, that they'll get random shit. Which has two obvious downsides. One, people are always expecting rewards for their work, but the second one is that they're willing to do other people's random crap all the time, including, you know, when it's not their job and when, you know, they should definitely not do it. They think, oh, I must get something out of this because this is how the world works, right? People are always giving me, you know, family heirlooms for checking the mail. God, I feel like I'm dodging death here. Just go up and punch this guy. What the? That feel when Sai killed a bunch of hats. Speaking of hats, haven't seen him talk in a while. Hope his connection isn't flipping out. Maybe the one alone didn't want to fight, but when his fellow soldier showed up, he had to. Yeah, that's, I think, what the game was doing, but it's like, could I have just, you know, offed him before he had a chance? I know, I've read a lot of interviews about Chrono Trigger, because it being my favorite game of all time, I'm really interested in the thought process that went into making it. And the developers said that removing the random battle system was actually really hard. Like, you know, when they would make, like, Final Fantasy games, they would just design it so you get into an average of a certain number of encounters per map. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Anyway, you get in a certain number of encounters per map, and so that was the game. Was fighting those encounters, and since they removed that, they had to come up with all these weird scenarios where you fight basically the same number of enemies, except, you know, they're more scripted encounters, and some are skippable, and that's fun too. But the point being that they didn't want anything to feel cheap. Like wow. They wanted to, like, they didn't want the enemies to just keep rushing out of nowhere, like, you know, coming in from the side of the screen, because that defeats the point of being able to not have random battles. If that keeps happening, it feels like there are random battles, they just have introduced in a slightly more irritating way. And so they said in order to keep the illusion of, like, in fact, it's not even really an illusion, most of the battles are skippable, but to keep up the idea that you're not just running into random battle, they kind of came up with all these funny ways for enemies to appear. Which is why some of these seem really random, because there's hundreds of battles in this game. At a certain point, you just get the barrel starts to run dry. You're like, let's have this guy push you down. Let's have this guy ring a bell. So I do not fault them for doing their best. Man, I've clearly been here. Oh shit, over here. Good music. Use up all these tonics. Top everyone off. I'm the wind! Whoosh! Oh, stop! Are you here for the Masamune? Yes. Thought so. Wait a second, okay? Oh, big brother! Where are you, Masa? What is it, Moon? Not again. So, you want to get a name for yourself by grabbing the Masamune? What a buffoon. Humans are so silly. It's not how you use... It's how you use the sword that's important, not who owns it. Wait, shit, that was the other kid. Oh, well. You can't even understand something as simple as that. That's why you're human. I'm getting trash talked by a bunch of kids in a cave with a sword. What should we do? The usual. Test them. You can entertain us for a while. Kinda casual about our deaths. A little bit. It's kinda creepy. Alright, here we go. Whoosh! They're yellow alien-like things. Oh shit, they've got X-Strike! Pretty sure that's a retaliation attack to everything, which means I want to limit the amount of attacks I do on them. That's what makes this double attack system so good. I can they don't always do a lot more damage, but they only count as one hit. So that only one person gets retaliated as opposed to both of them, which really saves the damage I receive. Unfortunately, I don't think I get to pick who it is. It might always be Tangy, which means that, man, they are kind of beating the crap out of Tangy. Whoa. I guess that's the wind thing. Oh god, she's charmed. Use one of these infinite numbers of heals they've been giving me. Yeah, these are a lot of frickin' attacks. Alright. So... you notice I'm only picking on one of them. This guy with the green. I don't like his shirt. Apart, Masa and Moon are powerless. They didn't seem particularly powerless to me, to be honest. Hey, they're pretty tough! Only Cyrus made it this far. What should we do? This time it's for real. Alright, this is it. Yeah, we mean business. With Masa's bravery and Mune's knowledge, to become one. Completely badass battle music. Heal up before this guy offs me. Man, I do not. This is actually one of the harder fights in the game, if I remember. So I do not remember his particular weaknesses. Let's have Chrono going first. Does he have a retaliation? He doesn't! Let's hit him with Antidote. Wind is even an element in this game. It's weird. Oh yeah, keep those crits coming. Storing. Alright, right. Remember that weird enemy, or that weird NPC that said that, like, gusts will dissipate if you use a slash attack? It didn't make any frickin' sense. It was just some random NPC in a town that just said that. Well, they were giving you a hint about this boss. When it stores tornado energy, if you use the slash move, it'll, like, cancel it. I must have played this game 3 or 4 times before I got that. Like, it's so obscure. I think it's a problem with the translation, because it seems like the most random thing. Guys just kind of wandering around karate chopping me. My god! Hope Tangy doesn't die before I can get off a heal on her. Yay. Oh, tornado energy. It's been neutralized. It's so weird. Like, all the bosses have something like that, but usually it's a little more obvious. And it has to do with how they counterattack. Like, the Magus fight in particular is really cool how they use the active time system. This one, it seemed like they needed something, and they had just thought, you know, maybe if we could tie it to this one attack, then, we'll add an element of, like, timing and focus here. But then they give you the hint as some random guy, because Because there's no NPCs on the mountain other than that random kid. So. If you let him get it off, it does a ton of damage, which is why I thought this fight was so hard. And even without him doing it, he still does a lot of damage per hit. Like between those karate chops and then the twister thing, it's enough to damn near wreck you. This guy's got slightly too much hit points for a Chrono Trigger boss. There we go. Okay. This is like the first, like, you know, level check of the boss of the game. So we defeated Masa and Mune, I guess. Hey, he learns Cure. They beat us, big brother. That was fun. Will they fix us? Will they find us an owner? Yeah, it'll be alright. Fix you? Look, you look okay, Sword. Dramatic fall. It was all a ruse! The sword is broken. So this is the Masamune. But it looks like it's been broken for ages. That sword clearly had a handle in it, but I guess that was just like a cardboard cutout they put to make the cave look impressive. Allow me! Or wait, which one was this? This is the one with the deep voice. Allow me! We'll ride the wind to the base of the mountain. Good luck to you! So we really didn't come to the past to find legendary swords, we came to find out about Magus's activities. Or Labos' activities, and we were pretty sure that Magus is involved. So we're trying to find out what's up with Magus. But wasn't there... yeah, what happened to that kid? There he is. I'm sorry, everyone. Some frog guy dropped this in a cafe. I thought I'd sell it, but everyone started calling me a hero. I couldn't bear to get rid of it. I just can't fake it any longer. I'm no hero. I'm so ashamed. Here, please take this. Scoundrel! I knew this was all a sham. How could I have fallen for that? For my dear departed wife's sake, I vow to keep my feet on the ground. So yeah, the kid wasn't the hero. Some frog guy dropped the medal. If only we knew a frog guy. So let's rest up. Oatmeal has failed him. Oatmeal doesn't really fail you. They just ask too much out of Oatmeal. So they said some creepy frogs had taken over the woods. I guess these are them. Pretty sure you can avoid all these combats if you just kind of don't walk into them. Oh, it's a good looking house under here. Who's there? "'Tis thee, Sai! Thou art here to practice thy skill in swordplay? Beluga, if you've been sleeping, wake up, your character's suddenly relevant to the plot again." What a loving and supporting father. I know, man. "You hast done well to find this locale. The hero badge." "Aye, then thou hast seen the lad. Yet there's nary a thing I canst do against Magus." Canst sounds like the negative version of can, but he clearly means can, so I don't know. "The legendary Masamune is required to fight Magus, and I have no right to wield it. Please leave now." We just robbed the guy. A broken sword? It's part of the Masamune. It's engraved with archaic letters. I think I can read it. Melchior. I still don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. Melchior? That guy in Mendia Village? What does it mean, Sai? Just in case anybody's keeping track, the guy we know from Mendia Village is in 1000 AD, and this sword is in 600 AD. So how is a man that won't be born for close to 400 years have his name on a sword in the past? Nary a soul that remains to mendeth the Masamune. As far as I can tell, Zeph takes a class on everything. Pretty much a walking plot encyclopedia. Okay, so we gotta go back to the village of the Mystics, which means we gotta hike our ass way back. He's actually at 1,000-year-old folly. You're horrifying, Noble. The sad part is that a lot of games do that shit. They're like, they give you like a 14-year-old girl and you're like, 14, I'm actually 2,000! And it's like, okay, that's creepy. Also, I'm a dragon. Man, am I gonna get tired of fighting that particular battle. Oh, it gives me a lot of stuff. Spin cut, napalm, fire sword, ice sword. Man, that's all right. The second layer of dual text. I totally had those when I fought that guy last time. Man, this is the downside of not grinding. You learn all your text way late. I guess it's okay though. I'm doing all right. All right. So which one of these portals goes to Mendia Village? This one. These poor schmucks. We're gonna be coming in and out of their closet. You can use magic. Magic using humans supposedly perished long ago. I don't know what you're talking about. This village is still creepy. And here's Melchior's hut. You're back again. Come to see my collection? This sword, it's the Masamune. How did you get it? You know, this sword should still exist in this era. I mean, if it's only the future, what happened to it? Like, shouldn't it be in someone's collection? Anyway. Why would your name be engraved on the sword? I can barely hear it. Frankly, I can barely hear anything. But this is the first hint of the game's by far, maybe gaming history's by far its best little subquest. It's this guy and this little music here. But we'll get to that far later. Don't worry. It's a long story. You do want to hear this story, right? Of course. Tell us about the Masamune. Is it possible to reforge it? It might be possible if we could get our hands on some dreamstone, which the sword is made of. Dreamstone? Where can we get that? Holy crap, that blinking! I'm like trying to keep up with the pace that Tangy's blinking here, and it hurts my eyes almost immediately. Also gives me this really weird, uncomfortable strobe effect. You can't find it anymore. It was a red stone that was once used as money. Unfortunately, it hasn't been available for a very long time. How? Where is it? Do we shoot it into space? Alright. So not only is he not going to tell us the story, I doubt you'll ever find the red stone, but if you bring some to me, I'll fix the Masamune. Keep the sword with you until then. Would you like to buy something? Sure. What can I sell? I guess this one gold hat. Does he have any mid-tonics? Oh, he does. If I'm gonna be a lower level, I should probably keep a really big supply of those. If you get enough Dreamstone, why not just make another sword? There's a reason for that, Zeph, but we got our first big hint that in case you didn't pick up on it, those two things I just fought are the sword. Masa and Mune are the spirit of the sword, and that's what gives it a lot of its power. So if you made another sword in the shape of the Masamune with the same material, it wouldn't be a legendary magic good sword. Because it doesn't have the same spirit. Don't blame me, this is Japanese crap. Those Oriental countries are always big on their life essences of things. Anyway, so we said it was in the far, far past. Gee! 65 million BC? Is that far enough for you? Let's find out. What? Oh god! Ah! They're all green and scaly! Nothing gets past Zeph. What are those? And I'm immediately into battle. So much for the butterfly effect. We've been in here a grand total of 30 seconds and we're already wiping out the natives. We're already failing to wipe out the natives. I very rarely use these weird little support skills. Did that actually put them to sleep? Did I put anybody to sleep? If they'd stop attacking me, maybe I could see. 4 in a row. It did nothing. It did frickin' nothing. No wonder I never use those skills. They don't work. Let's try fire. It's basically free at 1 magic point. That does pretty good damage. Okay. A lot of experience and tech points. And a pedal! And a level up. We're outnumbered! What is Tangy's pose there? It's like Tangy's like, does Tangy have to snap a bitch? Zeph's got this cool badass like gunner pose with the 3/4 sprite work. And Sai, I think he looks like he's trying to draw the sword, but honestly he only looks like he has his hands down his pants. So that's interesting too. What should we do, Sai? Boot! 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 Goodness, she's tough. Who is that woman? Uh-oh, they're coming our way! This is the point where I wish I still had that stupid scope up here equipped so I could see how much health they actually have. I totally parried that rock! Parried that one too! Oh yeah! It's actually like they're like pre-battle, like when they transition from their walking sprites to their combat sprites, they have like 4 or 5 frames. And for some reason they use those frames for that scene there. So he's like drawing his katana, but he didn't have it in his hand yet, so it just looked strange. What do you want? Ack! Sigh! You strong, what name? Wait, I need to give her a better voice than that. I don't think I can do the Cave Woman voice, I'm just not gonna try. Sigh, huh? Good name. Me. Okay. Strong, monk-like furry. I've been waiting for this one for a few streams. Me, Krim. Krim likes strong people. Krim doesn't even have awkward space after his name, thank God. So Krim likes Sai. Get away from her, Sai. Ooh, someone's jealous. Think she likes you, Sai? Everybody likes Sai. You strong too. Grim respect strong people, men and women. Oh, brother. Where they've been keeping her? Sigh, where from? How could we explain? We're from way after the day after tomorrow. Haha, you funny! Grim like funny people. It's no use. Come to village, we talk and eat. Dance, eat, fun! We'd love to go, but we've gotta look for some dreamstone now. Stone, plenty stones. Here, there, at village, you take plenty. Sai come, I will go village this way. I mean, in the group, Group's the only person that's beaten someone half to death with a piece of wood. So, this was an easy call. I don't think I'm gonna buy these guys. Nope. What the? Can I just, like, use some sort of area tag? I wonder if... Antipode's a little bit of an AoE. Yeah. The funny part is that Frog talks worse than she does. Like, Frog has this crazy medieval accent that's, you know, damn near incomprehensible at some time. And the Cave Woman is 65 million years ago. She's missing a few words here and there, but otherwise she's got it right. Wow, this guy's taking a beating. Kill Walla. You know, if they're completely understandable, even if they don't have grammar, which kind of suggests that grammar wasn't all that important in the first place. Horn pedal. Where are those guys' heads? What the fuck? Is that like an emulator glitch? Why do these... Ugh, it's creepy. I don't want anything to do with it. You one of the reptites, I beat you up. Alright, this guy looks like he has one big central eye. If I look at the spread, I'm thinking that thing that looks like an eye is like a mustache, and his eyes are actually like brown and to the right of that. But man, does it look like he has one big central eye like he's a cyclops. Reptites have scales, cold blood, hard to beat. Drink sweet water, grow strong when drink. That feel when prehistoric drugs. You wear odd skins. Chief's hut, north of village. You want to see pretty redstone? Chief has. So apparently it's not used in his currency, she just has literally one of them. But that's okay. What does Melchior know? It's been 65 million years. It's not like he has a really good idea of how this medieval society, or prehistoric society worked. Thunder, stun, all dinosaur, you know? You know, come to think of it, oh god, this is so mean. But I just realized that these guys and their complete lack of grammar sound exactly like the Japanese at my work. Because they skip all the little words too. Thunder stun all dinosaur, you know? Man, I could hear one of the guys I work with saying exactly that. You know? Find petal, fang, horn, and feather in hunting range. When rain, rare monster appear. Oh god. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop doing it. It's too perfect. This trading house, many thing for trade. You strange, have good stuff? Chief, no okay, no can trade. Trade your shiny stone? What, they're willing to take gold for tonics? The price of a mid-tonic has not changed in 65 million years. That's, I don't know what this economy is, but I like it. Oh god, it is true. It's true. Good Sai, come! Night soon and ready for party. Come, Sai! Listen all, new friends here! Strongman Sai! Friends of Sai, Tangy Zeph! Now we dance! Can I do the whole dance thing like I could at the beginning of the game? Apparently not. You outsiders, but Crim gives party. Why? Oh, you're the life of the party here, Kino. Oonga boonga, moonga meeple, dance with the wind people. You know, I suspect that one rhymed in Japanese a little bit better. Oonga boonga, moonga meeple, dance with the mountain people. Oonga boonga, moonga might, sing and dance all night. Good music, we pass down many generations. Come on, Sai, let's party! They're twisting my arm! Oh yeah, they're twisting your arm here. Come, Sai, eat, sing, dance! I don't actually remember how I progressed this. I think I just have to wait for these two girls to, like, wander around for a while. Also, what are they talking about? Like, Isla keeps going into the sleeping pose, and then Marley laughs. I guess they're talking about, like, sleeping with someone. Burp. This is fantastic! I want to dance too! Sai, you try? Special Jurassic pork soup. Good stuff! Crim fight reptiles. Their leader is Zala. Very smart. All in Yoka village fight. No fight, go to the Aruba village. Don't know where village is. Always hide. Azala wanted to destroy Ioka and Laruba. I hope these names aren't on the quiz, because I'm not remembering them. But Crim no lose. Only when Crim dead give up. Enough. Meet Sai today. Good day. Eat, party, sing, dance. Tangy here fits right in. Doing the booty smack and the laugh and the jumping around. And that little aura spin thing. This is great. Come on, Sai, let's dance. Sure. Press Lera to dance. Press A to stop. Shit, I have no idea what the controls are. Can I, like... It's actually not bad. I can almost come pretty close. Yum, you gotta try some poi! Spoon it up. That's a big fucking bowl! Holy crap, that thing's like 2 feet long! Are you a man or a mouse? Do it in one gulp! Zeph gets weird when Zeph starts drinking. Gah! Come to think of it, I don't know what Zeph sounds like when Zeph's been drinking. I think we need to test that for science at some point. I ain't having any more of your damn poi. You're not a whip, are you? Come on, eat up. Bite me, woman. Christ. Fine, I'll eat another one of your poi. Are you a man or a mouse? I can't. I can't and I won't. Get away from you, crazy woman. I don't remember this part of the game at all. Sai, you look for red rock? Rare red rock, sign of power, not currency like previously believed. Crim's strongest in Ioka village, so Crim's rock. You challenge Crim. You win, then Crim give to you. Challenge Crim? You think I can take her? She looks pretty tough. What kind of challenge could it be? I don't know. Let's do it. Bring plenty soup. Party now, so eat. Sai and Crim have soup race. Oh god, it's one of those push buttons things, isn't it? We start now. Pushed A button many times. I've never been good at these. Finger cramp. Come on! Burp. Oh! Ah! Ah! It's not easy on a keyboard. I'm like leaning my arm off it. Enough, Sai. You win. I give Red Rock. Sai, eat plenty. Eat last bowl for health. Okay, eat. Maybe eat too much. Do it anyway! I love how the fair is really training for you on this part as well. Man, this whole game is like that. Everything that happens at the beginning has some relevance to later on. Phew! What? Liar! I was a perfect lady last night. But why does my tummy hurt so? Zeph's pretty hungover. Morning, Sai. Wasn't that fun last night? Tangy just doesn't give a shit. Hey, who made these footprints? It's gone. The gate key's been taken. Dun dun dun. The gate key, by the way, is the thing that lets us control the time portals. Without them, we can't go through them. Which means without the gate key, we're trapped in the past. These prints were left by the thief. Without it, we're stuck here forever. This isn't funny. Let's go see Krim. It's pretty much how I solve all my problems, too. I just go see Krim. Snort. Wake the hell up. Huh? Sai, you up already? Yawn. Too much stoop. Sleep like stone. Burp. Krim's a hell of a gal. Sorry to wake you, but we've been robbed. What? Must be reptiles. Falls back asleep. Sai, come with Krim. We settle with reptiles. Who else come? You know, I don't care on this one. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Krim and Sai can basically solo the next part. So I'm gonna take group consensus. Whoever you guys want, I will take. I don't even think I can change characters. How the hell am I gonna get Noble in my party? He's not here. He's in the end of time. And we don't have the gate key. But apparently he can teleport in somehow. Anyway, vote for your favorite, and if there's a majority, I'll take whoever you guys want. So let me know who you want me to take with you. I mean, I guess that assumes that anybody's still paying attention at this point. Noble, clearly. How the hell would Noble get here? Robots in the prehistoric era sound good. Okay. Sacrilege it is. Alright. I've never done this, by the way. I never ever take Robo. So, it's a learning experience for us all. Someone from Village C. We go ask. Sai, come. I mean, I don't even have gear for this guy. Wait, I can't open my menu? Oh, there we go. Alright, so now Krim's in the party. Krim is 3 levels above me. Has the same speed as Sai. Has more power than Sai. Just punching people. Has some pretty good gear. Power Scarf helps the damage. It's tempting to give him the Berserker, because he would just do so much damage. But the Berserker, you get like a attack bonus, but you lose control of your character. And given all Chrono Trigger's weird counterattacks and stuff, that doesn't seem a particularly good idea. Wish I hadn't sold that gold gear now, because I could have given it to Robo. Even though it's only +1, I think he still needs the bandana for the speed. It's the only thing Krim could do is fist people, but that's the only thing he needs to do. Alright, so there's this weird, like, barter system in the past, where these petals and stuff that I've been getting are actually, like, a form of currency. Welcome, what you have? Fang, petal, horn, feather. Bring 3 of any 2 items, and I give you 1 weapon or item. What you give me? You have nothing, so no trade. Sorry, so, this is one of the few side quests I'm actually gonna do. partially because I think I need the gear to give Robo something. Crim got dem hips. Isla's by far the best looking character in this game. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get some of this medieval currency, like, monster parts. And then I'm gonna trade it for some prehistoric gear. Man, look at the speed on good damage, too. And Robo's like, I'm relevant! Gets a crit and barely does as much damage. But that's okay. Fangs and horns and feathers. We're gonna level up. Max Cyclone! Yeah, you know, for some reason Isla never really rang with me, which doesn't make any sense, because, I mean, she's a half-naked girl wearing, like, she has a cat tail, for God's sake. You'd think this would be straight up size alleyway. But, I focused on other characters. There's basically Isla's complete opposite in a character later on. A gal named Shala, who we will get to much, much later. But, that was the one I got interested in way back then. Anyway, this random guy appears when it rains. I got lucky that he appeared right next to me, because sometimes you have to chase him down. It's the new! If Chrono Trigger had a mascot animal, it's this guy. Does so much damage. I'm not sure he can actually kill you, though. He's just falling asleep. Oh man, the bites. I think he has two attacks, like one that does exactly 1 damage, and then one that does all of your health except for 1 damage. So if you do get unlucky, then he can actually kill you. Look at the 30 tech points, though. Crim learned Kiss. You strong. Here, take. Got 3 of each of the following. So I got 3 of all of them. That's good. So Kiss is a healing move. And now Crim is kissing Sai. You know, the less I say about that, probably the better. You know, I think I'm gonna put the Berserker on Noble. It'll help with his damage, and it might make him go faster too. What, third eye? Oh man, the thing that lets you evade like a mother. So Crim's got 25 base evasion. This gives him 50 base evasion. This gives him a tremendous chance to dodge physical attacks, which is definitely worth the power hit. So I'm gonna meme around in this a little bit more. Noble's turned completely red. Wow, he still doesn't do a whole ton of damage. I'm sorry, Hat, but because of the lag in the communication, I'm not really sure what you were just thinking. Fight random chumps. Oh, it also, putting on the Berserker thing means I also can't do double techs, because in order to do a double tech, both characters' bars must be full, and the Berserker means you automatically attack when your bar is full, so I never get to take advantage of it being full. It's got a lot of downsides, but for now I think it's the right choice, until I can get him some better gear. Rained again. Is that new gonna appear? Here. I don't remember if it, like, you can only fight it once per entry into this area. I don't see it. Yeah, I'll leave and then I'll come back. Max Cyclone sounds like a late 90s cartoon. I like it. I like it. I'd watch it. So when I was saying before that I usually grind up, this is the place you do it. The prehistoric era has been available for a long time, and if you come here before you're supposed to, you don't get to meet Isla, you don't have the dance party thing, your gate key doesn't get stolen. So you can just come here, go to this hunting range, and get 30 tech points per new. And 30 is a ton of tech points. Bosses were giving me like 10, and normal enemies give, 5 tops. So just being able to come here, wait for it to start raining, fight this nigga, who looks so exasperated, and get 30 per fight, not to mention all this currency for getting the high-end gear in the past. It's a good deal. So if you're looking for a place to grind in Chrono Trigger, it's this guy. I don't think you really need to. I mean, I'm doing okay in the game without grinding, but if that's the kind of thing the kind of playstyle you like, this is one of the best places. There's a slightly better place later on, but it requires access to a completely different time period. What do tech points do again? Okay, Chrono Trigger actually has Rolo Kick, Drill Kick. Chrono Trigger has a very simplistic way to learn skills. You learn them in a set order, and you learn them when you learn enough tech points. So let's look at Sai here. Sai will learn Lightning 2 in 403 tech points. 403 is a lot, but you get tech points by fighting every enemy. If you just progress through the game, you'll get about all the techs by about the time you're done with the game. But if you're looking for an advantage, you can grind tech points earlier and get these skills way ahead of when the game thinks you'll have them, which means you'll do a lot of damage. It's particularly good for the characters you don't use very often, like Robo here. I haven't used him since his one scenario. There's actually a Robo-specific scenario later on, and if I haven't gotten tech points for him, I'll only have these basic skills. Characters not in the party don't learn tech points. That's the downside, so you have to be using the character to learn them. Actually, the first time I fought that Robo scenario, it was super hard because I hadn't used him since the future, and so he didn't even learn Robo Tackle. This time around, I'll probably learn it. Cat attack! A savage cat attack. Isla's underutilized for me because I kind of go magic heavy, but I think I'm going to use her more often in this playthrough. She's extremely powerful. It's to the point where kind of not using Isla is almost like a disadvantage. Also, she runs so... Look at that running sprite. I mean, that is goddamn glorious, is what that is. So, with the blessing of the crew here, I will use Isla quite a bit. Krim will see some screen time. Alright, so... Let's give this guy... So I don't actually know what I'm gonna get, but I don't have to commit to it. He'll tell me what I'll get. So let's try Petal and Fang. Trade for Ruby Gun. Nah. Petal and Horn. Krim is totally Sai's waifu. Isla's everybody's waifu, man. Okay. Petal and Feather. Trade for Stone Arm. That's the one I want, because I've got Noble in the party. Let's see what else I can get, though. How about Fang and Horn? Trade for Flint Edge. Don't drink the water, kids! But otherwise, yes. I'll take that. Let's try Fang and Feather. Trade for Ruby Vest. Nah. I might want that, but I want to see what the other one is first. So many frickin' menus! Alright, Horn and Feather is... Rock Helm. Sure. I'll get the Ruby Vest too. Fang... Oh, I can get 2 Ruby Vests, I think. Fang and Feather, right? Yeah, let's get 2 Ruby Vests. I hope by the time I want to use one of the girls that I'll have gotten another weapon for them, so that means so I can safely skip this. If I don't, it's not that big of a deal because their base attack is pretty crap anyway. Alright, so I'll get rid of the red katana. The Flint Michigan edge is considerably better. Ooh, cuts fire damage, and it's good defense. It's nice. So I'll give him one of these hammer arm to stone arm, 52 to 60. You know, this might be actually his next weapon. I don't remember if he gets anything in the whole magic era, because I don't think the game expects you to use it then. That gives him 6 defense. That gives him only 2. Yeah, let's give him the rock helm. Alright, so Noble's caught up quite a bit here. His power is still a little bit lacking. He's also down a few levels. His speed is the big problem. If I want to use Noble quite a bit, I'd have to use some speed tabs on him. Frankly, it's a bit of a waste. I'm much better off finding a speed-boosting item, but I don't have any of those, I don't think, other than the bandana, which is +1. Wow, power +4. It's tempting, but no. Alright, so... Right, that's right, I've been robbed. You got a tonic. They leave footprint, run, follow footprint, 5 layer. So I know where you're supposed to go, but I don't remember if the game actually tells you where you're supposed to go. The Jurassic Age is apparently better equipped than the future. Well, to be fair, the future's using gold frickin' armor, and gold is terrible. Forest being a scary place. Many monsters and paths get lost. Chief, be careful. Where Kino? Gone all morning. Oh, that rat bastard. Anyway, you're supposed to go down here. I guess eventually you'd see this gigantic rock fortress and wander in. Kino, what are you doing here? Kino, what you do? Say now! Krim, Kino take Sai stuff. Why take? Kino like Krim best. Krim like Sai, but Kino not like. Bitch slap. Miss Krim. Oh, this is Noble. Miss Krim, please do not promote violence. You are way in the past there, Krim, if you're watching this, and I only just now got to the character select part. You might want to catch up. I went through a whole dungeon with Noble. Nah, I mean, a little mini side quest. Kino, know why I punish? Krim no like Kino. No, Krim like Kino best. No more do bad stuff, okay? That wrong. Krim. Sorry, Krim. Sorry, Sai. Give back stuff to Sai. No have, reptites take. This fucking guy. Reptites, where they go? Run into trees there. Krim go 2. Kino go back village. Kino protects village while Krim not there. I love the cat cheerleading there for that pose. I should have really stopped there. Okay, Krim. Kino is man, so if Krim die, Kino chief then. Yeah, I don't think the tribe's in good hands with that jackal. Krim, you are gentle at heart. Chase reptites, get back Sai stuff. I am not at all certain that Krim is gentle at heart. Alright, so this is a dungeon. And following it is another dungeon. So I am going to stop here, actually. This will be a considerable time before I can complete both dungeons. And we've got some good stuff that follows. So this will actually make a pretty good stream for next one. So I will stop here. It's about 10 o'clock anyway. It's been about 2 hours, plus the pre-game show. Thank you all for watching. Next stream I think will be really good. So please do try to attend if you're enjoying this. I think it's one of the best parts of the game. Until then, thank you again, and I'm gonna cut stream. Yeah, I got a burger defrosting in the sink. It's time to eat. Okay, cheers.